I hope you're doing well today. Welcome back to my channel. Well, today, or tonight rather, I have a simple recipe, and we just call it rice pot potatoes. We've been making this, my mom taught me this years ago, and the original recipe has bacon in it, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of sausage, a little tasso. You can even have this as a meal, but it cooks up in no time, and there's really no recipe. You can make it as you wish and add the ingredients if you wish, but I just thought I'd show you how we do it and how much our family likes it. I thought I'd share it with you, and I hope you enjoy. Show you, this is my rice cooker, and it's pretty small, as you can see. I have 4 potatoes, and I have way more onions than I need, but you can always use the onions later. But I'm gonna add, we always grew up with eating with bacon. My bacon's frozen, and I prefer today, I'm going to use just a little bit of this and a little bit of this andouille. Can I get in the camera? I'm terrible at this. This andouille sausage is pretty lean. I'm only going to use about 1 link, but I'll show you. I'm going to slice the potatoes over here. I have my onions ready. I actually had to take a break because I had to finish that cookie dough that I made the other day, and my kitchen got so hot. I had to like go out of the kitchen and let it cool off. But I'm gonna slice my potatoes, and I don't like to. I don't mind the peeling. I'm using red potatoes. You can use any kind you like. And you know, the thicker you slice them, the longer they take to cook. And I'm not, you know, mine are all different sizes because I'm not that good with a knife. But that's about how thick I'm going to cut them. And that usually 1 cycle of the rice pot cooks them fine. So let me slice these, and then we'll layer it, and I'll show you what it looks like. I'm having the hardest time getting the right angle. I guess maybe I should have done this in a different place, but I want to show you the rice pot. It's, like I said, it's pretty small. Let's hope this fits. But what I'm going to do is, actually, it doesn't matter if you do this. I'm going to put a tiny bit of butter right there, and I'm going to put, you can put water or chicken stock, or almost didn't do this video because this recipe is so easy and you can just do whatever you want with it. But I'm gonna first I'm gonna take some up. I only used 3 potatoes, and I sliced them all different sizes because that's just the kind of mood I'm in. They just went some thick, some thin, but I did my best to make them thin. But I usually I haven't made these in quite a long time, but we used to use these as a side dish quite often. Tonight it's gonna be kind of a meal because I'm adding quite a bit of meat in here. So I'm going to put some potatoes, and we're going to put a little bit of, you know, you can use salt and pepper, any kind of seasoning you want. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of this, I've showed you this before, that I love this stuff. It's just not too salty. It's really, really nice. So I'm going to put just a tiny bit of this, and the sausage is seasoned, and the tasso is seasoned, but it's not enough for the potatoes. We're going to add just a touch of garlic. You can put garlic powder. I put, you know, I always like to have a yellow onion and purple onion, and I like to slice extra. We love onions. You know, I did a cheese potato video yesterday, but I have not decided if I'm going to put it out yet because I don't know. I don't know if it's good enough. So I was kind of embarrassed. I mean, it was delicious. I mean, I love those potatoes. My mom used to make them. Oh, and this is a poblano pepper that I've been needing to use. So I'm just going to throw that in there too. You can just clean out the refrigerator. So let's put another little layer of potatoes. You know, you could also probably do this in the Instant Pot, but I want to do it in the rice pot just like my mom did. And you could use russet potatoes, white Yukon Gold potatoes. We like red potatoes a lot. I don't know why. I should venture out more, I guess, and use both kinds. And I'm kind of just mixing my hands and everything. It doesn't matter because the onions and garlic are going to go together eventually somewhere. Put a little seasoning, I forgot. And most of the time my mother would put a little bit of water at the bottom. I think I'm going to use some chicken stock because I have some that I really need to use up. And I might have too much for this little rice pot. It's only 3 of us, so we just have a smaller rice pot, basically. But like I said, you can eat this as a meal. I mean, yeah, I'm going to run out of room. That's okay. I'll cook these in the oven or something. You can fill it up pretty full. Yeah, I was cooking, that's pretty thick. I was cooking some cookies, And I'll tell you what, it's been raining here all day, and then the sun just comes blaring out. It's so hot. It's like you don't even want to really go outside. It's really hot. Put a little bit of this on there. Let's put some more onions. You can't have too many onions, you know. We love onions. Let's put a little bit more garlic. I have some chicken breasts in the refrigerator that I'm going to marinate tonight too. I don't know if I'm going to cook them today or tomorrow. But I love to marinate those chicken breasts in all kind of different things. Yeah, this is pretty full, so I better stop here. But we're gonna add, for sure, all the meat that I cut up. I only used 1 link of sausage and about 1/3 of the pack of the Tasso. Like I said, the Tasso's a little bit pricey, so I use it mostly as a seasoning, and a little bit goes a long way. And you could totally make this meatless as well. Let's put a little bit more onion in there. I'm gonna put another pat of butter at the top, just because I love butter. That's salted butter. I don't know if I'm gonna put a tiny bit more seasoning. I love this stuff. And we're gonna add, I'm just gonna guess this part. This is probably, okay, I'll measure it. I don't really know the size of my rice pot either. I'm sorry, I'm just not with it today. It's been a rough week, I think. Let's see, that is over a cup of chicken stock. I don't think I'm gonna need all of this. But what I do is, in the middle of cooking, I go ahead and check my pot, because if they turn a little bit brown at the bottom, it's actually pretty good. I just kind of, you don't want to disturb all your seasoning, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put this cup, because if you have a little juice, it's not gonna be bad. It's chicken stock. We're gonna close this up. I'm gonna put green onions on top when it's done. I'm just gonna put it on the rice cycle, which is the only cycle this pot has. It's quite simple. Let me show you. See, it's just a little old cheap rice pot. Let me clean up my mess, and then that'll take about 20 minutes, I think. And hopefully they'll be done, because I haven't made these in a long time, and I will be back. Hey everybody, I have to give you an update. I am so disappointed in myself. I let the kombucha tea go too far, so I'm gonna have to start a new batch and do the second fermentation in about a week or two. I apologize for anybody that's waiting on it. I let it get a little bit too vinegary, and it made a lot of scobies. So I'm going to start over, and it shouldn't take long because the weather's warm, and I just wanted to say I'm sorry, and I hope I didn't let you down, but I didn't forget about you, and I will be making some more. I'll show you, it's I hope you can see the steam coming out of the rice pot. And you might want to check it in the middle just to make sure you put enough liquid. I put over a cup, so it should be plenty. But it really smells nice, and you could just put water. I like to put a little chicken stock, I think, because my stomach's been a little upset, and I think the chicken stock with the potatoes and stuff is gonna taste good. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. I'll talk to you later. I cooked about 30 minutes, but it's a little, it's got quite a bit of juice, not too much, but it's really good, and it's comforting. I don't think I put some green onions in here, and the potatoes are very well cooked, and it's meaty, so you could definitely use this as a meal. But I put some fresh green onions in there, and then I just close the lid and let them cook a little bit. So that's about it, and I'll do a taste test for you, and I hope you like it. It's just really good, just comfort food, actually. Like I said, you can use any potato you like, and it's very hot. And then I tasted it's a little spicy. I guess because I put the Cajun seasoning and then the Tasso and the sausage. So let's take a little bite. And the onions are really, really nicely cooked. It's very hot. But you could put anything you wanted in here. You could add other vegetables or... And the chicken stock gives it such a good flavor, and I don't know, it's one of my favorite things, and I haven't had it in a long time, but I hope you enjoy the recipe or the method or whatever you want to call it. And I thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.